Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Valley Ridge. In today's video, we're going to talk about how often we should practice. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's face it, in all of our lives, time is a premium. We're always it's like we can't get enough time to do the things that we care about. And when it comes to practicing with firearms, sometimes it becomes very difficult to get our practice in. I know everybody out there lives close to a range. I know some people that had to drive an hour, hour and a half to go to the range and practice. Well, here's good news. You can get some practice in without actually having to do live fire. If we do our dry practice, it's free, number one. Two, we can do it in the privacy of our own home. And three, it's a very time-efficient way to get better skills. I do the majority of my practice dry. I do pistol drills, I do rifle drills dry, I do them all dry, and then I go out to the range and verify it. I don't shoot every day. You know, a lot of people would think, oh man, you live right next to the range, I'd be shooting every day. I don't. First of all, I can't afford it. Second of all, I don't have the time to live fire every day. And third of all, sometimes when we live fire a lot, we can actually be reinforcing bad habits. Dry practice makes us do it right. It helps us see our sights when the gun goes click. And it better go click, and if you clear your pistol, it'll go click. So it's important that you understand we don't have to practice live every single day. I know the most successful shooters that I've seen in my life, they did the majority of their practice dry. I think the breakdown, I've heard a lot of them say, is they practice 7, 8, 9 times more dry than they do live. So we can get the most of our practice in the privacy of our own home. Guys, I've got a video on how to dry practice, and I've got a big section in my pistol craft book on the proper dry fire sequence. And it's all these drills are in there. We can practice without having to drive all the way to the range. We don't have to burn a lot of brass. I know guys that shoot a lot of rounds live, and it's like they never seem to get better, and they just, by the end of the day, they just end up with a pile of brass. That's very counterproductive, because if we're reinforcing those bad habits, what's going to happen is that we're going to keep them. So only perfect repetitions, and we do that through dry practice, guys. There's so much you can do with it. In fact, 90+% of the drills that you can do on the range, you can do in the privacy of your own home. Now, don't misunderstand me. You do have to go out and put in the work on the range. You do have to go out there and verify that what you're practicing in your home is translating into proper repetitions. That's what live fire verifies for us. When we go out and we're hitting the target, we're doing it right. If we don't hit the target, then obviously we've got to revamp our practice sequence. I want you to keep these things in mind. If you say, oh, I don't have time to go to the range, I want to be a good shooter, but I just can't afford to do it. I get it. I was a college student at one point making less than $1,000 a month. I understand the value of money. I understand that sometimes it's difficult to do that. But if we dry practice, we're not going to spend money. We're going to get good reps in there. And I think that if you go out there and you do dry fire or dry practice 3 to 4 times a week, 5 to 10 minutes a day, you're going to reap those rewards and you're going to become a much better shooter. If you found the information in the video helpful, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn how to do some of these drills, my pistol craft book is available. And better yet, get on out here to a pistol class at Valley Ridge and we'll teach you how to reinforce those good skills. This is Reid Henrichs with Valley Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.